Your Excellency, good morning.
Good morning.
Your Excellency, it's such a pleasure to be here with you and to ask you some of the questions that I believe are affecting Akwa Ibom State as a nation in Nigeria.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, one of the first questions I want to ask you is, about 5 months ago, a program came out that was blown all over the telly and that was blown all over the internet about the witchcraft children of Nigeria, particularly in Akwa Ibom State. And many people have been asking, Your Excellency, what has the state government done regarding the plight of these children? Because it's been observed that it appears that not even a government functionary has actually visited these children. Your Excellency, what would you have to say?
Well, I think let me start by saying that that issue that was given so much publicity around the world appeared to me one of those complex natures which makes a human being difficult to understand. The young man who spearheaded such a publication himself domiciles in Akwa Ibom. And he was able to put together the film clips that he took outside from various locations within the state. Based on that publication, I don't think any responsible government can fold its arms, having seen that level of inhuman treatment to our own children. We are on that oath to take care of the welfare, the happiness, the prosperity of the people of Akwa Ibom. And so we could not simply keep quiet after that magnitude of publication. So we swung into action and arrested all the persons involved, all the characters that were involved in that.
You mean the people we actually saw on the film, the prophets, the pastors?
Indeed. And then a number of them were the police. But a few of them, whom we had cause to believe, actually went a little bit far in dealing with members of its church.
Yes.
We had the cause to charge them to court.
Okay.
But because we were convinced actually that there are few of them who had to libel the children by referring to them as witchcraft.
That's
and they had to carry out some form of exorcism to excise such demonic powers from those children.
Yes.
So immediately after that, we were prompted to take sterner actions. So the state government went further. We sent a bill, an executive bill, to the House of Assembly. That bill had been passed, which prescribes a serious punishment to anyone who abuses an Akwa Ibom child.
Okay.
The moment you stigmatize a child, you are liable to a prison term of not less than 15 years upon conviction.
And this has been passed by the House?
This has been passed by the House of Assembly. So, and we had to handle this expeditiously because we do not want the right and the will, the future and dignity of our own children to be violated by anybody. So what this means is that even if you pick an Akwa Ibom child and you live with him in somewhere in Lagos, far away place like Lagos or Kano, and you fail to send that child to school, if he is of school age, you have committed an offense. And that law permits the governor or his representative to move over to that place and get you arrested and then bring you down to Akwa Ibom and subject you to legal processes of the state.
Really?
And upon conviction, you go to jail because you have abused an Akwa Ibom child. So we were compelled to take this sterner action. And that is why we have provided them every opportunity that we felt was necessary to develop themselves to the fullest capacity.
Yes.
And that's why we are spending the much we are spending on monthly basis to run the free education program that is compulsory in Akwa Ibom State.
Wonderful, Your Excellency. So, in just rounding up that question, so is there any particular thing the state government has done regarding the rehabilitation center for these children?
Oh yes, the rehabilitation centers were initially run by man who carried out that publicity
Yes.
claimed to be running a rehabilitation center.
Yes.
There are a few individuals like that who also put together an initiative to take care of the rehabilitation of children,
yes.
that are caught on the wrong side of such a public care. But what we decided to do was that in order not to open up a more avenue
yes.
for children to be abused
yes.
in the name of being taken care of by centers,
yes.
because our investigation actually revealed that most of the children are taken out by proprietors of the centers in the day and asked to hawk, to sell all sorts of
right.
in order to keep them on. So we directed the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development to develop strategically rehabilitation centers in various locations within the state. And the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Her Excellency Akwa Ibom, also has a great deal of initiative. And I have seen her as somebody who caters for the needy, young people who feels and does it with passion. So she has also, in her pet program, established few of these centers, and comprehensively, she set up one very large enough that was commissioned and named after the wife of the President of Nigeria some months ago. So in terms of the rehabilitation of the children, the state has also done much, and I can tell you we are on the proper path.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, the next question is, at the moment, Akwa Ibom State is regarded as the richest state in Nigeria. We just acquired some oil wells from Cross River and River State. But people are saying there's a controversy. How could we have acquired oil wells from Cross River, a sister state? And from what I hear, Your Excellency, those 79 oil wells from Cross River used to bring in 1.5 billion naira to Cross River. And at the moment, people are saying there's an acrimonious relationship.
I think there is need to clarify this issue.
Yes, Your Excellency.
In the first place, Akwa Ibom and Cross River State are sister states.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that. And Akwa Ibom cannot deliberately find itself subverting whatever would be considered as legitimate interests of the Cross River people. It is also not insignificant to mention that in Cross River State, we still have a large population of Akwa Ibom people, which means Cross River is also an off-taker of Akwa Ibom burden to a certain extent. We have our properties in Cross River because between Akwa Ibom and Cross River, the two people cannot be separated.
That's right.
We see whatever line is drawn as demarcation between the two states as purely an administrative thing. But in reality, we are one people.
Yes.
So Akwa Ibom can therefore not, and I don't believe Cross River will ever find itself in such a position where that is done. We cannot take a conscious decision that will hurt Cross River, which is our sister state. The issue of this oil well seems to be overblown, out of proportion. And I also see it being done out of ignorance. Now, Nigeria woke up one day and accepted an international a judgment delivered by international court in faraway Switzerland, ceding Bakassi Peninsula to the Republic of Cameroon. And our nation got up one day and also accepted that judgment and went further to implement the judgment. Upon implementation of that judgment, Bakassi Peninsula